Okay, we are live with Kiki.
Hi.
You're okay with being called Kiki, right?
Yeah, no problem. Kristina, Kiki is okay.
All right.
It's kind. It is nice to be Kiki.
Yeah. Okay. So, or do you prefer to be called Kristina?
No problem. Kristina is okay.
Okay, let's go with Kristina.
Yes.
When's your birthday?
The 5th of February, 1991. 7:24 a.m.
And where?
It is Slovakia, and it is the city name Žilina, Zilina. Z-Y E. Not this one, but E. E.
Or this?
Yes, this one. The first one, E as well.
Uh-huh.
Yes, great. Zilina.
Like
Yes, great.
Slovakia.
Slovakia, yes.
Very good.
Oh, there you go. Oh.
Okay, 18 degrees Aquarius rising.
Yes,
Very
correct.
good. Okay, Kristina. So, I always start with the same question.
Yes.
What is going on in your life lately?
Lately, there are huge crossroads, I think. During my motherhood leave, I have a child, 3 years old, and during my motherhood leave, I experienced the crossroad in the career. I used to work in my mother's company. Like I have never feel my right place where I should go, or what I want really from my life. So I have to figure out what is good for me. So I have lived like in shadow of my mom company, and one thing was that I didn't really know what to do in my life. And when I wanted to leave the company in 2020, everyone took it very emotionally bad. So it was like crepes, that no one wants me to go out from the company. But during my maternity leave, I became interested in astrology and spirituality. And at the time, when my child was around 1.5 years old, I was going through a very critical period, both personally and my relationship as well, and with my mother as well, and all of the family members. So I started to dig into spirituality and astrology. So I figured out that I should continue what I was started during my 20s, and I was a yoga teacher during my 20s. So, but I stopped it during my because of my career as a biomedical engineering as a researcher. So I came back to this crossroad, and I started to be like instructor of yoga and making sound healing, and started digging in astrology. So I'm right now like in the crossroad, like 2 months on this crossroad. But during this time, I experienced the problems with money. Like when some path is fading out and one is opening up. So I have to a little bit manage my skills and everything to be like puzzle. You know what I mean?
Okay. There's many things that stand out to me already.
Okay.
So let's go first to when your child was 1.5 years old.
Yes, it was very
So
quick.
that would have been in 2024 or 23?
23, I think. Yes.
Okay, can you say just if you can name a rough month where a lot of that was going on, when would that have been?
It was during summer, so August, September, but mainly in November. And I think the Pluto enters into Aquarius, I think that time. So it opens me a lot of spirituality that time. And it opens a lot of like concentration in meditation. It was like ADHD problems in my head back in the time. But from that time, I was able to focus and sit for example, for 3 hours and meditate. You know what I mean?
Okay, very good. So this was in November of 23, is that right?
Yes, correct.
Okay. Here's what I want to point out to you immediately. So I have the transits for November of 23. You can see that transiting Pluto at that time is at 28 degrees of Capricorn, exactly conjunct your Mercury and Saturn in the 12th house. And so you told us that exactly during this time, you become extraordinarily concentrated in meditation, sitting for 3 hours at a time.
Yes.
So there's Mercury-Saturn, meditating for 3 hours, and specifically the 12th house, spiritual practice, and the Pluto going over them. Does that make sense?
Yes, all that makes sense, yes. And for example, another thing was experiencing tarot or some kind of spirituality realms, you know?
What do you mean? You're experiencing tarot in which way?
Tarot, like cards. Cards and making the story of my life to be told by cards, you know? Understand that processes.
So you were doing tarot readings also in that period, is what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay. And also in that period, you were going through many changes with your family and also with your mother's business. Is that right?
Yes, I wanted to make my own way in the career, you know?
Okay. So there you can see that as Pluto is conjoining your Mercury and Saturn, he's also squaring your moon at 1 degree of Scorpio. And you said that that period was very personally effective with your mother and also with all of your family relationships.
Yes.
Okay. There's something that stood out to me that really intrigued me. And it's about your Mercury-Saturn conjunction again in Capricorn. You said that you are a biomedical engineer.
Yes.
Is that right?
Correct. Very specific engineer field in electricity and medical area.
Okay, so can you just give us a little information about what that means? Because I'm not familiar with it, and I guess most people aren't also.
This is the field which is focused on the equipment in medicines, like big röntgens or CTs or some kind of screenings of people. But I was interested in the field of the biomaterials, which are artificial bones or artificial stamps, for example, for heart, like if your heart isn't function, so this what is injected in your heart, you know, these artificial things. So I was interested in biomaterials, how is putting in your body and how are they dissolving in your body, like biomaterials, you know?
Perfect. This is so good. Okay. So, and it's good that we have these exact 4 planets because they tell the story of what you've just told us. Now, first of all, Pluto natally sits in your 9th house.
Yes.
Which obviously tells me biomedical engineering is a tremendous study. That's not something that's very easy. It takes a lot of study, doesn't it?
Yes, and I graduated with a red diploma, so it is in our country like the highest degree. Yes. So the education I was very good and success in educational stuff.
Very good. You can also see that besides the Pluto in the 9th house in the Mercury-Saturn conjunction, because Mercury is something that you study, and Saturn is something that requires tremendous effort. And so this part here is what I feel very much. But notice, you told us that what you were specifically interested in is artificial bones, Capricorn, and stints that you put in.
Yes.
That's also Capricorn, right? Because Capricorn is structural. So something to support the ongoing structure and vibrance of the body, right?
Yeah.
Now notice the square to your moon in Scorpio. And I want to focus on Scorpio as the tail because
Okay.
you see it's like a pincer.
Yes.
Therefore, it's an injection.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And you specifically think about injecting into other people's bodies. And there is the 8th house.
If I can be more specific, the topic of the diploma thesis, or it was PhD study, so it was upgraduated, you know. The topic was how to save in surgeries for patients, because if you are going to have artificial bones or something, you have to visit surgery once when the operator puts the bones inside your body, and the second one when you are recovered, he had to put out. So my topic was when the surgeon was inputting something in your body to make it biomaterial is unstable to dissolve in your body. Yes. So it was my topic.
So does that make sense to you now?
Yes,
So
of
this,
course.
so the PhD study obviously is Mercury-Saturn,
Yes.
right? Not everyone goes to PhD level, together with Pluto in your 9th.
Yes.
And the moon in Scorpio in the 8th is that the specific interest subject that you did was what happens when the surgeon puts things into your body. Scorpio
Yes.
8th house.
Yes.
Okay, good. So this makes sense, right?
But I haven't finished the PhD study.
Okay, so it's ongoing.
Yes.
Okay, how much longer do you have?
It was during my 20s, so now I'm 34, so I quit it. So I was there for 5 years, but I was situated in very bad collective of people who were very like, they smoke a lot, they drink a lot, and I have in my life problems with addiction. So I like fall down in everything bad from that point. So I quit that PhD study and I tried to recover from it.
Oh.
Yes. So
Oh,
it was
that's interesting.
it was very rough period of my life. Yes.
So you were doing what? Pharmaceutical drugs, smoking weed, doing
no, they were
drinking.
smoking like cigarettes, but from my family, I have like my father has problem with addiction. So everything what I am touching, like it turns into like addiction. For example, I like hiking a lot, but in my case, it turns to go hiking like 2 weeks per week, like sweating, like very tired and out of life, for example. In every period of my life, I experience like addiction. It can be like good way, like hiking or nature, but it turns me like, you know, in very bad way. For example, when I have a glass of wine, it turns to have a glass of wine every week, then every 2 days. You know what I mean? What I'm going to?
Hmm.
So I have to be very careful in my focus. For example, for now with this meditation. So therefore, I said to you, I am able to sit 3 hours in meditation because I am really like tunnel vision, and I am able to. Yes.
Okay. That makes me think about Saturn in your 12th house.
Yes.
That you continuously struggle with addiction, which is something psychological.
Yes.
And obviously very hard to pin down.
Yes, and I think during that time when I started to have this meditation practice, I have problems with emotions, a lot of like burned out deep down, because I experience also a lot of that in my life. So therefore, you know, when you experience in very young age this kind of topics, it is making with your emotions like not very good way.
Uh-huh. That makes me think about your Moon Saturn square.
Yes.
This is kind of a large topic for
Yes.
you.
And the moon square Mercury, and I think what we have next, Mars, I think.
Okay.
Yes.
Let's get back to this in a moment. Now, the other thing that piqued my curiosity is that you said that you were living in the shadow of your mother's company. That intrigued me. What is your mother's company?
They are like computer company to provide internet and some kind of this internet connection, and television, provide like television. I don't know the correct name in English. Provider.
Okay. So is it a big television provider in Slovakia, or is it something?
No.
Can you give more context?
Local, like local. Our city is like 100,000.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so
And
local, very local.
so you provide internet locally, is what she does.
Yeah.
Okay, I've never heard of that before. So, you know, it's very new for me. I didn't know you could even provide those services locally.
In Slovakia it's possible. Of course, we have like big providers like Telecom or O2. In Europe, it is very common. But locally, we have like very small providers, like for example, for 20,000 people, just, you know.
Okay. Okay. And your mom's company does this.
Yeah.
But this, as far as I understand, has nothing to do with your biomedical engineering. So this is something else.
In kind of, yes. They have a project. When I was in this PhD studies, they started to have a project with lasers. So my PhD field was focused also on lasers. So they started, like I was here, like PhD student, and they started a new project with lasers. So they asked me if I can come from Prague to small city in Slovakia to continue with their project of lasers. So I quit the PhD studies because it wasn't very good, as I mentioned. So I moved back to my home country, and I continued with them with the laser project, but it wasn't successful. And after I think 4 years, it has stopped.
Okay, and that was so you were in your mother's company for which years, roughly?
Roughly, ooh, let me see. I have to think. Still, I am on, but not in the position of lasers, but like assistant. So I try many like position in this company. You know, she wanted me to be with her, but this period of life was, I think, like 2018, 2019, when I moved back.
Uh-huh. And you're still working there?
Yes, but not as a laser operator, but as I'm working with papers, like, how this is called? Sorry, in English. Sorry. Accounting?
Oh, you're an accountant.
Yeah.
So you work with the financials of the company.
Yeah, right now. And this is the crossroad I wanted to turn off and started this new area.
Okay.
Sorry, a lot of information.
Well, actually, the challenging thing for me is that the information is new. I have no context to anything you're telling me about because it's all,
Really?
of course. I don't know about local internet providers and about lasers. So I have to, you know, but I love it. Okay, don't get me wrong.
It's okay. You can see I have experienced a lot of careers during a short period of life.
Exactly, and that's the other thing. It's like, wow, you've been a busy girl.
Yes, it is horrible.
And also like the Mercury-Saturn conjunction for me is like obviously you work for a telephone communications provider. Yeah. And also the other thing is like even if you think about the meta of our conversation, I am totally unfamiliar. Like you're introducing me to a lot of really high level stuff.
Yeah.
There I feel the 12th house in Mercury-Saturn.
Yes.
Like you are studying things that other people have no clue about.
Okay, yes, that's correct.
The other part that really sticks out to me that I can't fully translate for you, but I know it's about your Jupiter in Leo that is retrograde. And that for me is your project with the lasers that was ongoing for several years.
Okay.
And over time, we're going to build more of that. Again, it's just about getting more context and more understanding, and then you'll see I can find the words to explain it to you.
Yes.
Now, the other part that I really want to point out, and by the way, again, Mercury, Saturn, you're doing accounting. So you're working with papers,
Yes.
and it's a high regulation work,
Yes.
meaning you can't get it wrong. There's very specific rules, and you have to follow them.
Yes, and this is something which I think has the life learned me, because I'm so undisciplined and without the structure. So I think my life forced me to learn these skills through the job.
Okay, I have another question about that, and I'm going to show you why I put up the Sun and Mars in just a moment. Maybe I should just take them out for now. When you do the accounting,
Okay.
what are you accounting exactly? What numbers are you working with? What do they represent?
Like prices, like invoices.
Invoices.
Yes.
Okay. From, do you work with a lot of invoices? Because if you're providing to 20,000 people, that feels like endless.
Quite yes, but not in this specific way. We have some kind of regulated system, so our invoices are not so high. But I have this, sorry that I am smiling because you mentioned Jupiter, and my partner, my boyfriend, has started his company actually 3 years ago, and I started make his accounting.
Also,
Yes.
okay.
Yes.
Um,
I stuck in it because I have a Chiron in Cancer, so I think it's a very, very like unhealed part of me, because I stuck in something that I don't want to do, but I'm good at it, so it is like no big deal to make accounting, you know. So, but I can feel inside of me that this is not my way.
Okay, that makes me think about the square to the moon, because the moon is obviously your comfort zone and where you feel very well.
Yes.
And the square with Saturn and Mercury makes me think about the work that you basically have to do because you're good at it. And it's also, again, heavy Mercury-Saturn work. Now, also think about the nature of accounting. When you work with invoices, you're working with the financial life of many people.
Yes.
And there you have the 8th house moon.
Yes.
All day long, every day you work with invoices.
Yes.
And you do it specifically for the company of your mother, the moon, and for the company of your boyfriend, the moon.
Yes.
So everyone who's close to you.
Sorry that I am laughing, but I have problems with my own money. So I'm working with, you know, a lot of finances, but I have problems with myself.
In what way?
In what way? That these specific areas of the work doesn't don't give me a lot of money, because once when you are starting to work with your family, they don't want to pay you a lot because you are family, you know. So I am making it like Grace job for them to don't spend a lot of money for external workers. You know?
Oh.
Yes, and this is very big problem for me, because I don't know. because I want to step out from this shadow. So also when I started to provide these lessons as an instructor of yoga, the first thing what I was thinking was that I'm going to make it for free. And actually I was making it for free for 3 months this year, because it is like spiritual work. But after I stepped in the point where my money, like, because you understand.
Okay. Uh-huh.
Mhm.
Um, okay. So, okay, the money part is not clear to me yet, but we're gonna get there. So
Okay.
again, I just want to work with what's coming up for me immediately,
Yeah.
which is again, being a yoga teacher, 12th house,
Yes.
Mercury-Saturn, Capricorn. So teaching people yoga. Yeah?
Yes.
And
Mhm.
I feel the square to the moon in the 8th house is that first you're in the shadow of your mom's company, but specifically that they don't pay you much so that they don't have to hire other employees.
Yes.
Okay. And now you would like to leave from this shadow. And so that makes me think again about the transit of Pluto,
Yes.
because Pluto is still conjunct your Mercury-Saturn and squaring your moon actively.
Yes.
So that makes me think how you're now in the middle of transitioning.
Yes. Really in the middle. So.
Okay. Before we get there, I want to focus on another part.
Yes.
And I'm sorry if it takes too long. I just,
No.
for me, it's very important to continue building my understanding and comprehension because that's how I can make the puzzle. And you're very new to me still.
Yes.
Um, First of all, I just want to say a couple words about your sun in Aquarius rising and your moon in Gemini in the 3rd house.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, those are both air signs.
Yes.
Gemini has to do with communications technology, whereas Aquarius has to do with community infrastructure. For
Yes.
example, Gemini might be the telephone signal being sent out, and Aquarius would be the telephone wires that have been installed all throughout the city.
Mhm.
So just the fact that you worked in telecommunications for your local community is the sun rising in Aquarius and your Mars in the 3rd house, the local community in Gemini.
Yes.
Does that make sense?
Yes, of course.
Good. You told me towards the beginning of our conversation that when you were to leave, the people in the company didn't want you to go.
Yes.
Okay. Why not?
It is very small company, like consisting from my mother, her partner, and some kind of other employees. So the main reason for my mom and for my partner, I think, was like emotionally connection between us that can be like.
Oh,
Maybe still like protection. They think they have to protect me.
are you? Oh, okay. You're okay. Um, do you feel that you're kind of in some ways at the center of the organization? Like you're the best team player, you bring everyone together, you're kind of a glue that keeps people.
I don't think so. No, 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 no.
No.
Maybe it is just my consideration of the situation. Maybe it is. I don't know. But I experienced very rough life, and as I mentioned, I going through, like, it wasn't like very bad addictions, but my parents saw that this is not good for my way of life, that I can be more and more, so I think they want to have still like controlling of my life.
Oh,
Yes. because they think that I'm not going in the right way or something like this.
That brings me back to that square.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you have felt under the control of your parents, is
Yes,
that right?
especially like from my mom's side.
Okay, can you give some examples or some context about what that looks like in practice?
Oh, from my childhood, I was like only child, so she kind of isolated me from the environment, and she was like very her statements was like, we are just two and we can go through everything, but we have to stay together and so on and so forth, you know.
Mm,
So very like, I think I don't want to name it like very unhealthy bond of mother and daughter way. And I called her like not like mom, but like friend till my 30s, when I was thinking that it's not really good to call my mom like friend. You know what I mean?
okay, do you hear the eighth house in what
Yes.
you're
Yes,
describing?
of course. Yes, I know that. And
Eh,
step out from the shadow and so on and so on. So it was well my life, you know, it wasn't just job and career.
uh-huh.
Also, she's supporting me with the money, of course, because I am working there, but she is paying me like extra, a little bit extra money, not a lot, because of this. Oh, yes. So it wasn't about my money; it was about others' money. You know, eighth house.
And also that you're dependent on her financially. So at the end of the day, all of the money that you get is from her.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So I think this moon
Oh,
appearing in a lot of ways in the eighth house.
okay. Okay, good. So now that you're transitioning, what does that mean? What does that look like? Where are you transitioning towards?
Transition, you think like a yoga teacher, or
Uh-huh.
what do you mean?
Well, you said that you want to leave that behind. You're
Yes.
trying to separate yourself from this now.
Yes. Yes. It has started with this meditation and with these yoga classes, and it was really funny because I didn't have any lessons or course or diploma that I am yoga teacher, but I started in the park to provide the people for free. And after half of a year, I started to make these yoga instructor classes, and now currently in March, I think 26, I will be finishing this course. And the main thing is that during this meditation, I think like my higher state of thinking or unconscious like opens up very wide, and I experienced a lot of things, and especially like with chakras, and I have felt a lot of mess in the body. And during this meditation, like piece after piece, a little bulk of energy are going outside of me. You know what I'm experiencing, what I am telling.
Well, it's new for me, but yeah, I
A
kind
lot
of
of new
understand.
things for you, sorry. Yes,
Okay, and but the and this so you said that that's how it began with the meditations
yes,
and with the yoga teacher training.
yes.
Okay, and that is what you would completely transition into, that is what I hear.
Yes, I would like, but the problem is with money. It is not paid very well. So I have started like sound healing. You know what is it? Sound healing. It is the therapy with the sound. And it is very funny because all my life I was playing the piano like this like ordinary piano classes, and I visited singing classes, and I actually I participate in one like TV show, and it was like horrible. It was like horrible experience for me because I was very bad. But I have experience that I'm very good in this, like sound healing, to make to sing and play during this meditation process. So when I was playing and singing pop and rock when I was 20, it wasn't good attention. But when I switch the attention from the spirituality, it opens me a new window, a new path for the money and for the performative way, or how can I call it?
Hmm. Okay, so there's a few things that stand out to me. One of them, obviously, is again, Pluto transiting your Mercury-Saturn. That has been your immensely deep meditative practice. It started during the exact conjunction. And the square with the moon in the eighth is that this is connected to you extracting yourself from dependence on your mother and her company and on your family. So that's always working together, those two pieces.
Yes.
Now, if we talk about the sound healing, and okay, there's a couple other things that I want to say before I get there. How long has this yoga teacher training been? How long have you been doing this course?
From August or no, June 25.
Okay, so pretty recent.
Yes.
Okay, there's a couple things.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna go back to June. Okay, interesting. So that would have been during the Saturn-Neptune conjunction already, which for me tells me that's the new beginning for you, right? You're doing the yoga teacher training. That's what you plan on doing from March. And by the way, in March is when Saturn and Neptune conjoin again in Aries. Actually, it's in February, but that just makes me think about how you're going to be completing it in March, and therefore you can start educating people thereafter.
Okay.
But in this entire period, Saturn is, of course, from the sign of Pisces, aspecting your natal Mercury-Saturn. And so that makes me think, okay, during this whole period, you're doing the training. And it's spiritual training, and you're also having a lot of experiences in meditation.
Yes.
And that for me is also the fact that during this period, Saturn and in fact Jupiter both have been aspecting your natal Pluto in the ninth house in Scorpio. So there's been a grand water trine to your natal Pluto in the ninth. And that makes me think about, well, not only are you studying yoga and doing meditation practice, but you're also having extraordinary out-of-body insights.
Yes.
So a lot of interesting special things happening to you that are unlocking higher states of consciousness.
Yes.
Did I understand correctly?
Yes, a new way of life, of course, like career. So when you are experiencing this, so you wanna manifest it more and more in your life, you know?
Okay. Do you keep having those special experiences still?
Of course, and it's still raising.
It's still raising.
Yes.
Very interesting.
Very interesting. Very interesting.
How long would you say you've been having this rapid rise in consciousness, let's say?
It's like 3 months, I think. 3 months till now.
Really?
Yeah.
So since September, essentially.
Essentially, yes.
Okay. There's two things for me, but I'm just going to focus on one of them.
Yeah.
And for me, it's that this entire 3-month period, transiting Jupiter in Cancer, has been exactly trine your natal Pluto in the ninth house Scorpio.
Mm-hmm.
And that makes me think how the whole time you're experiencing higher frequencies than you have ever in your life. Okay. Now I want to move to the sound healing. And for that, we're going to use Venus, Mars, and the Sun.
Mm-hmm.
So obviously, when we talk about sound, that's air sign.
Yes.
Okay. So immediately I feel the Sun on your ascendant in Aquarius.
Mm-hmm.
That is where you shine. That is where you're great.
Conscious.
And also the fact that, what was kind of funny for me is that you participated in a TV show.
Yes.
So obviously you're in front of people,
Yes.
an audience, yeah? And so there is again your Sun on the ascendant in Aquarius.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The fact that you've been playing music all your life with the piano and then you were singing is your Mars and Gemini in the third house.
But I wasn't sexist at all. It was like just home playing, you know. I was trying to make some sessions in pubs, but it wasn't so success. It
Okay, in the past, it wasn't.
Sorry?
In the past, it wasn't.
Yes, in the
right?
past. It has started to be success with the sound healing.
Just now, right?
Yeah, and people are paying me. And so it is very funny, sorry that I am laughing, because previously when I was playing in these bars, I have to pay, you know, to perform in that bars. Yes, it is quite strange here. Or it was for free, you know, like just tips from guests.
Okay,
But
that makes me think about this sextile in your chart between Mars and Gemini in the third. This would be singing locally, let's say, in the bar, right?
Mhm.
But it's with Jupiter in Leo in the sixth. So this was your work and
Yeah.
it was performance.
Yes.
Okay, now look at what's happening. Transiting Pluto is currently at 2 degrees of Aquarius.
Yes.
But obviously, he's applying trine to your natal Mars in Gemini.
Yes.
In 2 months already, the
Yes.
trine will perfect.
I know. And actually, in February, it is in 2 months, the Saturn will move to my third house, not in my second house. Yes, I know.
Exactly. Oh, because you're using the whole sign house system.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. But have you been okay that we've been using Placidus
No
throughout this
problem.
time?
I'm working with Placidus as well.
Okay. The reason I point this out, because obviously Pluto's when you have massive transitions in life.
Yes.
Okay, something takes you very deep and you go very far in it.
Mm-hmm.
And now that you're starting to play for money in front of audiences, that for me is Pluto in Aquarius applying trine to your Mars and Gemini third house.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yes, of course. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay. And also obviously in February, you know that Saturn and Neptune are going to conjoin in Aries, obviously.
Yes.
And you're going to complete your teacher training, and therefore there's something new beginning altogether. Is that right?
And Mars and yes, Mars and Aries. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then the question for me becomes,
Yes.
where do you see yourself in the coming months? Meaning, are you still working for your mom and your boyfriend? Do you want to make a full transition? Is it realistic? Are you starting to have more singing gigs? Are you doing more sound healings? Are you getting like a studio also to be able to do this? And last is, will you be teaching yoga immediately? Is that the plan?
Actually, immediately I am teaching the yoga in the studio. Yes. So it will be continuing in January. It is courses, it is flowing, but not as with many people as I would like to be participated in. But I think this job with my mom will be continuing, but they are playing with the idea to sell the company. So maybe I think next year it will be stopped, this activity for me. And it is not like 8-hour shift for me every day. So I can manage it to have like 2 hours per day or 3 hours. It is up to me, you know, to organize this work. So I think this work with my boyfriend and with my mom will continue. But I think maybe I will be pregnant. I don't know, maybe, but we are trying and we are focusing on that area. And this sound healing session will be continuing more and more. So I think the huge area of focus will be on the sound healing. And
Okay.
management and brand, and so on and so on.
Okay, that also makes me think that a few things. Obviously, also from, I guess, April, Uranus will re-enter Gemini.
Yeah.
And you'll also have Uranus conjoining your Mars in Gemini. So there's going to be several outer planetary transits to your natal Mars.
Yes.
Okay. The other part that stood out to me in your story is the Jupiter will station in your 5th house Cancer.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to happen also in March.
Yeah.
So that tells me, yeah, probably you'll get pregnant since you're trying for it.
I saw my solar return and it was like kind of obvious from this solar return.
Okay, that you're going to have another kid.
Yeah.
Okay,
and
good.
Also, do you think the 5th house in Gemini is like Gemini are twins, you know, two people?
That's great. Yeah, I don't see why not, because also Uranus will conjoin your Mars in Gemini. Yes. So that makes me think of, whoa, 2 kids running around. Okay. Of course, I don't know. I have no idea about fertility astrology, and that's something totally new for me. What do you think? Do you think you're going to have twins?
No twin. Oh my God. No, I don't think. I think it's like 2 kids, like 1 and 2, you know. So not like twins. I hope so.
Okay. Okay, so you want to have a few more kids is what I'm hearing.
Yes, I think yes.
Oh, okay, great.
And also, you know, this, how this is called, annual perceptions. Right now,
Perfections.
yes. Right now, I'm in the 11th house, and next year I will be in the 12th house. So it is like everything from outside are going to be inside, like to the roots, you know, to the 12th house. So it is like house of isolation. So for this pregnancy, it means so it is more likely to be pregnant because 12th house is considered like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that makes me think about maternity leave.
Yes. And of course, yeah, sorry.
Go ahead.
And now I am in the 11th house, so it is opposing the 5th house. So I think it will be happening till my birthday, which are on February. So I think maybe it's now or maybe it will be in month.
I see. Okay.
You see what I mean?
Yeah, totally. And the 12th house also makes me think about the cosmic womb.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly. And it is opposing 12th house, my Cancer 6th house as well. In this annual.
That's right. Well, as I don't use annual perfections too much, I find it harder to comment. And also what flags up for me when you say that you're in the 11th house this year and it's opposite the 5th, so maybe, but then I ask myself, yeah, but what is happening actually? I don't see anything preventing you from getting pregnant already.
Actually, it is doing this yoga classes, and we moved from the one city to another city. Yeah, and it is the birth town of my partner, my boyfriend, and he has a lot, like tremendous friends, and he's Leo in my 7th house. He is very nice Leo, so it spread my connections as well.
Okay, that makes me think about 2 things.
Mm-hmm.
Number 1, Jupiter is retrograde in Cancer currently.
Yes.
And Jupiter has been transiting Cancer for the better part of this year.
Mm-hmm.
And that makes me think about how your yoga studio has moved to your boyfriend's hometown. Jupiter retrograde in Cancer.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
The other part that you said he's Leo, meaning he's opposing your natal sun in Aquarius.
Aries, but in my chart, 7th house is Leo, so he's shining like a Leo exactly in my life. well and in the community. So
Okay.
I am seeing him like Leo.
Okay, I understand. The part where you said that your network is expanding, that is what intrigued me the most, because that makes me think about your sun rising in Aquarius.
Uh-huh.
Okay, good. Does it make sense what we're doing?
Yes, of course, for me, absolutely.
Okay. What do you think about it so far? Or what questions are coming up?
Oh, the main question is if my focus area is correct, but it is correct. But I can feel that this will not be the only way to be a yoga teacher. I think it will be spread with astrology and with the one-on-one communication with people. You know what I mean, like the spiritual stuff. Because I'm trying to grab it very specifically. So I think that this will be the area of focus of me, not to be a yoga teacher, but this is the stage of my life where I should learn to be more quiet and more meditating. So it is like helping hand, but I don't think that the yoga teacher will be lasting for all my life.
Uh-huh. So there's yoga teacher,
Mhm.
there's sound healing. Now I hear there's astrology and perhaps other forms of spiritual practicing. Is that
Yes.
right?
Yes, correct.
Okay. And just to get a bit more context on this, it's two questions. One of them is, do you plan on returning to your biomedical engineering degree at all?
I don't think so. I don't think that there is any possibility in this small town.
Okay, so
I
that's
don't.
wrapped up for the moment.
Yes.
Okay, good. The second part is, does that mean you will also fully transition out of accountancy work?
Yes.
Okay, very good. That makes me think about how Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto, all four are changing signs currently. And in 2026, the transition of them will be complete. So
Yes.
obviously that's a new beginning for actually everyone on the planet. And in your case, it's leaving behind accountancy and biomedical engineering in favor of this new part of your life that is focused on spiritual work and
Yeah.
practice. Okay, perfect.
Yes.
And I feel that very much, by the way. There's a couple other things coming up for me.
Mhm.
I'm going to take out Jupiter for now. One of them is your sun rising in Aquarius. So that makes me think about you being involved with many, many, many people. So
Mhm.
obviously, if you're a yoga teacher, you have a community. If you're a sound healer, you have a community. If you're an astrologer, you have a community. And at the end of the day, you're the one to make it happen. So you're kind of, let's say, the shaman.
Mhm.
So that makes me think about Venus and Pisces in your first house.
Mhm.
Like you love spiritual practice and it comes naturally to you. And I hear it because everything that we're doing today, it's like as if you already know it anyway.
Yes.
Yeah. And of course, the square with Mars and Gemini in the third for me is that this is something that you'll be teaching, talking about, practicing, sound healing, and so forth.
Yes.
Okay, very good.
Yes, I can feel it, but this is this transition period when one old path is dying and one is reborn, you know?
Totally.
So one hand from the past, like grabbing me, no, don't go there. So I don't have a really good support from my boyfriend as well, because he is like materialistic, absolutely. So it is a little bit problem. But other hand from the future, come, you know. So it is like, help me.
You said he's materialistic,
Yes.
and you don't have the a support from him. What do you mean by that?
Yes. Uh, he doesn't want me to do this spiritual stuff because once he don't understand. He doesn't understand that. But I think that under the layers there is some kind of scare, you know. And he has his own business. So yes.
Uh-huh. So he feels that it's kind of
No,
cuckoo.
you cool. Yes, great. Like who people in the wood, you know.
Aha.
Yes. So because sorry, I'm so engineer oriented, so I'm trying to interpret this stuff very like materialistic used for these people, you know. So I'm not trying to make it like clouds and shine and everything is good to fit into the lifestyle of people, very very systematic and very to interpret in a materialistic way.
Okay. That brings me again to your Mercury-Saturn
Yes.
in Capricorn
Okay.
in the 12th.
Mhm.
And the other part of it is the square with the moon, that you don't have support from the person that's
Mhm.
closest to you in
Yeah.
these things that you do.
Okay.
And that this also pushes
Because
hmm?
of eighth house.
Because of the moon in this case.
Mm-hmm.
The moon squaring the Mercury-Saturn. And the other part of it is that because of this relationship, let's say, that you have with your partner, and I know there's more to it, but I just simplify
Yes.
yeah, for the sake of
Time.
brevity, that you want to make it so that it's not in the clouds. You want to make it very practical,
Grounded.
realistic, and
Yes.
real. And so that again brings me to your Mercury-Saturn, where you're not just chit-chatting, oh, no, 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 like fairies, but
Yeah.
it's more like, let's learn, let's make this into a
Yeah.
real study, and let's make it formative. Okay. And that you also have disagreements with him, I guess, frequently, or you
Yes.
feel like you
Well,
can't fully share about that.
yes, it is like everyday schedule.
Really?
Yes. So moon, you know, moon is like daily basis changing routine. So what you can expect?
Okay. And so can you give an example of what's something he might tell you, or what's one
Oh,
kind
it's because of money. Because currently I don't have such amount of money from this particular type of job, you know. So, but it's not true because this sound healing is quite expensive for people.
Uh-huh.
But
And you do have people that come.
yes, yes. So, but it is one step after another. So, so you know, when you are starting new business, you have to work on this. So,
A
but
lot and for a long
yes, a
time. Yeah.
lot every day. Yeah, you know. So,
Okay.
and I think very deeply he has this problem with this hoo-hoo style of people to be not grounded, to fly somewhere away, you know, and not that like very close connection between us. You know
Uh-huh.
what I mean?
Yeah. Okay. Let's pause here for today because my boyfriend just got home. Oh, look, it's exactly 15 minutes after. I'm just gonna step outside for a
Yeah,
minute.
great. We can
Just take.
continue if we can write it down in email.
Wait, hold on a minute. I'm just going to stop sharing my screen for a moment. Okay, just a quick question for you.
Yeah.
How was that for you? What did you think?
It was great. It was, and I would like to continue because it was like our first touch, you know, and it was a lot of information, and I am really open with the topics and very deep topics because I want to see these connections. So if we would like, if you agree and we would like to continue, I think we can go more deep.
Okay, sounds very good. Um, You know that one of the impressions that I got while speaking to you, and I totally feel your Mercury-Saturn, like you're so smart, and I don't say that to make you feel nice or anything. I just see how quickly you understand everything. So you're used to
Yes.
that high level. Okay. Did you feel like that was also educational and informative, like you learned something new?
For me, maybe not so much because I understand this thing, but you saw me some connection with which will appear. So I think when we will continue, we can go more deep. But it was really great. It was really
Okay.
great. And these connections more with my partner, I haven't realized. Okay, every day arguing in Scorpio as well. Yes.
Okay.
It's clear.
I'm gonna stop recording and then we can talk for a couple more minutes, okay? I'm just going to. Okay.